On the night of November 13th, 2024, 62-year-old Stephanie Brinson visited Mule Creek State Prison for a conjugal visit with her husband, a convicted murderer serving a life sentence without parole for killing 4 men during a robbery. Stephanie had made several such visits before, but this time was different. Just hours after her arrival, her husband made a call from inside the prison, reporting that she had passed out. Despite efforts by prison staff and medical personnel to revive her, she was pronounced dead shortly before 3 a.m. Stephanie was known as a kind, devoted mother and grandmother, but when the autopsy results came in, they revealed a chilling truth. She had been strangled. The question remains, who killed Stephanie? This is the story of Stephanie Brinson. Stephanie Dowells, also known as Stephanie Diane Brinson, was born on June 15, 1962, to her mother, Oveta Wilson. Among her loved ones, she was affectionately called Stevie D. Stephanie was a kind and generous person. After high school, she pursued a degree in special education at the University of Southern California. Upon graduating, she worked as a law firm office manager before transitioning into a role as a dental practice manager. Over the years, her career continued to evolve. She later became a director at Mary Kay and then worked as a bookkeeper. Eventually, Stephanie decided to follow her entrepreneurial spirit and opened a salon called Hair Elite in Crenshaw. Her business flourished, becoming well known for its Brazilian blowouts, welcoming atmosphere, and skilled staff. When not managing her salon, she enjoyed attending sports events, social gatherings, and spending time with family. Stephanie was married and had 2 children, one of whom was named Armand Torres. As the years passed and her children started their own families, she became a grandmother to 6 grandchildren. By 2017, while in her mid-50s, Stephanie shared on Facebook about the difficulties she was facing in her relationship, revealing years of heartbreak. She later became involved in a religious outreach, spreading the word of God. Through this, she met David Brinson, a 54-year-old inmate at Mule Creek State Prison in California, during a Bible study session. David was encouraged by her ministry work. She motivated him to change for the better despite his incarceration. However, David Brinson was a convicted murderer, serving 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole for executing 4 men during a 1994 robbery at a Los Angeles apartment in the Mid-Wilshire district. Despite his criminal past, their online conversations about faith soon turned into a romantic relationship. Stephanie's family strongly opposed her relationship with David, but she ignored their warnings and went ahead and married him. Even though friends and relatives cautioned her about being involved with a convicted murderer, she dismissed their concerns. She frequently visited David in the prison for conjugal visits, and on November 13, 2024, she made another routine trip to the prison. However, just after 2 a.m., David used a family visit phone to report that his wife, Stephanie, had passed out. Despite the efforts of prison staff and paramedics to save her life, Stephanie didn't make it, and so she was pronounced dead before 3 a.m. 4 months later, an autopsy, which was done by the Amador County coroner, confirmed that her death was a homicide caused by strangulation, and the main suspect was her husband, David Brinson. Her family was devastated upon learning that David, the man she had married, was the suspected perpetrator. Outraged, Stephanie's family questioned why violent offenders with multiple murder convictions were granted unsupervised conjugal visits. They wanted to know why there was no oversight and how such a tragedy could occur on state property. Her son, Armand Torres, believes the prison should be held accountable for her death. Amador County authorities confirmed that the investigation is ongoing, and as of now, no charges have been filed. Stephanie's parents, who relied on her as their primary provider, have been left heartbroken. While some U.S. states allow conjugal visits for married inmates, individuals convicted of violent crimes or with disciplinary infractions are typically ineligible. Stephanie's case raises serious concerns about how David Brinson, a man serving life without parole for 4 murders, was granted unsupervised visits. Her family hopes that the investigation will bring justice for Stephanie and ensure accountability for her tragic and untimely death. May her soul rest in peace. Thank you guys for watching our videos. Please remember to subscribe for more stories like this. Turn on notification bell icons so that you can receive alerts whenever we upload a new video. Remember to share and comment so that we can rank high on algorithm. Bye-bye for now, and see you in the next video, and remember to be safe. Always stay keen whenever you see any red flag in your relationships. Don't stay silent. Speak up so that you can get help. We need to kick out domestic violence in our relationships.
For that person's soul. That's where we have to be. That's where we have to be. And I want to be that person, because you reap what you sow. God is a God of his word. You can't deny that. I want to reap benefits. So he had told me to stand. He told me to fall in love with Jesus. And then he told me to get ready for a blessing. Wow.